What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Had another long day, so we just getting around. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, so what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday night. I don't know what it is. I think it's really me having this tea a little late, or I don't know. But anyway, we're just gonna talk about these results. The results are in. So if you don't know, we have these 21-day challenges that we do where we pay the top 10 transformations receive $1,000, and we run them every single month. And then me as a coach, I'm actually participating in a coach's 21-day challenge. So I'm gonna share my 21-day result, and I'm gonna share the winners from, what are we in, June, from our May challenge. It's all possible. I can never do a video without these bloopers, right? But it's all possible. So, yes. So I want to encourage some of you guys that are sitting on the fence, whether you join my challenge or not, because I'm very, one thing I do share is that I want everybody to win, and I understand that there's more than one way to skin a cat. Just make sure you are skinning your cat and you're not sitting on the fence. Because, I meet a lot of people sometimes that have goals, and like a year, another year, another year, another year go by, and they still haven't reached their goals. And again, this is just a quick disclaimer. Anytime I speak, it's always from a space of motivation to get people moving, not to tear folks down, but to get you to think. And a lot of what I share from a space of that's where I was before. So my recent results that I've been working on. Well, let me just tell a backstory. Most of y'all may have heard it before, but I think it was now, telling my age, 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago when I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Played ball in high school, played ball in college. When you're an athlete and you're no longer feeling like an athlete, as we get older and we age and we have these kids and da 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 da, life. I just wasn't feeling my best self. So I made a decision to make a shift. And when I made that decision, I dropped my first 35 pounds in 7 weeks, saw a couple abs, felt amazing. Fast forward, started to share what it was that I was doing. I recognized my love for nutrition and fitness. I love being in the gym, and I love, coaching and training other people. So now, fast forwards, and I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. The girls still like to eat, okay? I don't think I would ever not like to eat. Now I just eat a little bit better. And the analogy like that I like to share with people is, when we're younger, we kind of eat a little bit more of the things that don't really serve us. But as we get older, so if you guys are here in the DMV, we have a highway called 495. So when we're younger, right, we have 6 lanes. So you have a lot more room to maneuver. So you can, nobody can really out train a bad diet. But what I'm trying to say is I was in the gym killing it. I was the girl in the gym trying to out train a bad diet. However, I still got results, but not the results that I was like really, really looking for. Meaning like I didn't see my abs popping or none of that. So when we're younger, we can, maybe have a piece of the chocolate cake or have the donut or have a little here, have a little there, and we'll still get our results. As we get older or seasoned, as I like to say, you can go ahead and do it if you want to. Your results probably not going to result the same way. So we got to be a little bit more intentional. So as I've gotten older, the 6 lanes that was on 495 turned into 2. So now you have less room to maneuver. So back in my birthday's in December, and that's when I made a declaration to myself. And this is why I say I could speak this, because this is where I was. I made a declaration, and I was like, man, I have a milestone coming up. Grateful to be here, per usual, 50 years old. And I was like, man, you know what I'm going to work on? Becoming the best version of myself by 50. And I'm going to throw in a couple other things that I've talked about the last couple of days. This is where you really got to be careful what you listen to and who you're around, because you'll have some people that don't see it, whether they don't see it for you or themselves, that'll be like, yeah, but it's going to be kind of hard. I get on my folks all the time. Whatever you tell yourself, that's what's going to be your truth. So if you tell yourself it's going to be hard and I can't do it, that is exactly what you're going to get. Doesn't mean that if you don't tell yourself that it's going to be easy. You just got to be committed to your commitment. And I tell my folks, one day at a time, be committed to becoming 1% better every day. So December, My birthday gift to myself. I'm not really a partier. I do love to go out and eat. Like my thing is not sweets. I like to eat food, like macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, collard greens. Like it's nothing wrong with collard greens, but I guess when you have them with the sweet potatoes and macaroni and cheese, those beef ribs and the fried chicken, all that together is probably not going to serve your body the best. Especially if you have the type of goals that I wrote down on my little board or whatever. But the declaration I made to myself was that I was going to dive a little bit more into my spiritual fasting, and then a little bit more into this intermittent fasting. I would play with intermittent fasting before, a little here, a little there. Most people do 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8 hours. But as I chose to do that because I was like, man, what got me where I was before is not going to get me to my next level. So, I'm a seasoned lady. Somebody taking my bike out of the car. I'm a seasoned woman, right? Ladies, we have several hormones. It's a little different. Men have one. So really started to like read up on that. And if y'all don't know, is that my bike? Okay. You could just turn it upside down and my wheel is in the trunk. Sorry, y'all. Okay, thank you. So, what was I saying? We have several hormones, so it work a little bit different. So, if you don't know anything about fasting, like you can heal a lot through fasting. You can go back to the scriptures, and there's some stories in there where folks have fasted and was delivered and healed. What worked back then actually work now. And as I was reading and diving a little bit more into it, I was like, wow, this is some good stuff. And the challenge, though, is with us, we have flesh, we have spirit, we have our desires, we have our, it's crazy how like sugar and all this other stuff, what's the word I want to use? It's just amazing how like we get addicted to these things. That's what I wanted to say. So as I was reading, I was like, man, this is really powerful. And so I started to get, like I said, read a little bit more about it. Read a little bit more about us and our hormones. It's new words that I've learned, perimenopausal, menopausal, all this other stuff. And it's so crazy because I really didn't know where I was, because after I delivered Madison, I actually had a hysterectomy. So I have not had the challenge of having a menstrual for years. Sorry, guys, probably a little too much for your ears, but ladies, y'all feel me, right? So I didn't know where I was. And so with that, I started to incorporate that. And then again, not only did my body start changing, but I started to feel amazing. And, my mom is always my roadie. I'm like, Mom, this is what we about to do. I have her and I have Rashida. And I'm like, y'all, this is the plan. Went to my mom first. And I was like, Mom, she don't mind me sharing. Mom had high blood pressure, right? And not too bad. She had a couple meds that she was consuming or whatever. And I'm let's get off this is my theory. This is my own gospel, not don't say Crystal said, go read it for yourself. But I had a conversation with my mom. I put some stuff together. This is how I know it worked. So my mom went from having high blood pressure to taking that medicine. I'll share some of the other things that we've done. And if you guys ever have any questions, just reach out to me. So anyway, she noticed that her numbers were getting better and better and better. She went to the doctors, right? You go back and forth. And the doctor, and she could correct me if I'm wrong, I think we might have been like 6 weeks, 7 weeks in. No, we might have been, it doesn't really matter, but we might have been about 8 weeks in. And her doctor was like, okay, well, just stay on your medicine a couple more weeks. Right? And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Your numbers are amazing. Right? So, I know prayer work. And clearly I could share this and brag because it's my mom. But so no more high blood pressure. And we did that through, of course, proper nutrition, and we incorporated the fasting. So I'm going to start sharing a little bit more. I'm not an expert, but I get folks results. I like to always start with myself. I don't want to come on here and tell y'all this is what they said and this is what they did. I'm always like the first partaker in anything that I share with anybody. I don't want to ever sit on the other side and say, hey, you should do this because the book said. No, I applied this to, myself and then, my mom. So I'm bragging about her. So anyway, and the byproduct of it is weight loss. Like, if we're carrying the extra weights, a lot of times in our belly area, that's where our sicknesses start. So our sickness start or whatever. But I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. But I feel amazing. And unfortunately, I mean, like I said before, God don't make any mistakes. I've lost. It's so crazy though. I'm super grateful, but I miss her like crazy. So my sister had the same type of cancer that I had. We had both had ovarian. Started there. I discovered mine early. Hers actually started to spread. So I was able to. That's why I had a hysterectomy after I delivered Madison or whatever. But you can cure a lot with fasting. So that was that. I don't even know why I started talking about that, but clearly somebody need to hear that. But I'm super fired up. Again, so much I learned. I still do my shakes. I just watch what I eat, get rid of the high inflammatory oils. It's just things that I was consuming I didn't know was doing to my body what it was doing. And when I tell you, like, I wake up, I'm energized, but it is a discipline, just like anything else. And what I'll share too is anytime any of us do anything, be patient with yourself, because it was a time in my life where I wasn't patient, when I was not patient with myself. I'm like, I want to get it and I want to get it now. So now that I'm a little bit more seasoned and I attract seasoned women, most of my clients are seasoned. My coaching style is just be patient. Let's become better by becoming better 1%. I'm sorry, let me say that better. See, if this was a video I was recording, I can go back and edit and cut that part out, but it's not, so take 5. So I play too much because every time I do that, I forget what I'm saying. Okay, so I tell them, just be committed to becoming 1% better every day. Almost every video I've done so far, and shout out to me for staying consistent. Day 12 of 90 of going live. Not sure what we're going to talk about tomorrow, but today we're talking about fasting, and I'm going to share these results with you guys. But if you are committed to becoming 1% better every day, I promise you, you will get there. Rome wasn't built overnight, and we call him Uncle Jim. The quote that he quoted was perfect. Wherever you are right now in life, right, you may be listening to me and you may be like, you know what, that girl is right. I want to feel better. I want to feel more energized. I want to get rid of some of the weight. You may not want muscles. It is not all about the muscles. It's really about that internal health, for real, for real. And then, of course, when you work on the inside, next thing you know, your outside just start to look amazing. So we all have different goals. Your goal is your goal, but Jim said it the best. We call him Uncle Jim. You may not be able to change your destination overnight, but tonight, like, you legit can change the set of your cell. What does that mean, Crystal? Because I hear you say that all the time. So if you're under the sound of my voice and you're like, you know what, I'm a little heavy, I'm carrying some weight that I don't want to carry, I can make a decision tonight that tomorrow I'm going to cut 1 or 2 things out that I'm consuming that is not doing my body any good, right? Just start there. I have folks, if I sit and I talk to you and you tell me, oh my gosh, so my first question is, okay, tell me about, what do you drink every day? Because if you're not drinking water, you're 9 times out of 10 drinking juice. Juice have a lot of sugar, or you're having sodas. So if you're having soda 5 times, 6 times a week, I'm just going to say or suggest, because I never tell anybody what to do. I meet you where you are. I'm going to suggest, how about we just drink the soda 4 days a week? Let's start there. And most times, if you have a why, like why you're doing this, you cutting out soda 2 days is not going to be a big challenge. We're not taking it all away. Like when I first started doing this and started coaching people, I was a stickler. And if my trainer is listening, I got it from him. He's like, don't eat this, don't eat that. This is no good. So when I got my people, I'm like, we don't eat that. We don't eat that. You shouldn't be eating that. And it worked well for some people, but then it started to become like, I literally to this day remember I would keep files on all my clients. I had like a stack about this big, and that stack went from here to about right here. And I'm not one to throw off or blame other people. The stack went from here to here. Half of that, if not a little more, probably was my fault because of my style of coaching. But as I maneuvered through the years and working with different clients, I've learned, like, everybody don't want to feel like this is a job. When it feel like it's a job, we no longer want it. For some people, like some people love tracking their macros. Some people like to measure their food. It's different strokes for different folks. So if that worked for you, great. But for the everyday mom or aunt or uncle or what have you, they don't want to do all that. That's why everything is so quick now. So So I started to like meet people where they were, and then slow by slow, day by day, slow by slow, day by day, I just, I would work with people and meet them where they are, and the results were longer standing, and then the process didn't feel like a job. My clients stayed, I kept them longer. Even to this day, I have clients that's been with me for years. We may fall off a little bit, but they always come back. So that's that. So I wanted to share. I came on actually to share about our challenge. We have a 21-day challenge. I'm either in a challenge, going through a challenge, or coming out of a challenge. And I just came out of our coach's 21-day challenge. So my goal is to be in the best shape by 50. I got one more year and some change to go. So what I chose to do was to be an example to show you guys what it looked like when you take the pressure off yourself, show up every day for yourself, and just, 1% better every day. So with that being said, from December to now, like, my body have changed tremendously. And I'll be honest, not only do I want to be best shape by 50, but I wanted to drop these pounds so I could ride and race my bike better. Because it can't be a big girl on the bike racing these women that are like a little slimmer. So, I have other goals and reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing too besides that. But ultimately, to me, the abs is say that better. Here we go. Rewinding again, right? Take 5. To me, the abs are cosmetic, and it's okay to have a desire to want to like look a certain way. But if we work on our insides first, that should be secondary. Because we got people, we know they show up shop, like, and I ain't knocking it because y'all know me. I'm still in my cycle. We rode earlier. I'm still in my cycling kit. Disclaimer, I went to the gym, trained my ladies, went to the store, came in, said I need to do this video right away. But sometimes we are more concerned about how our hair look and how our clothes look and how the foundation look and all of this. You ever meet a person and look beautiful on the outside, but good Lord, have a conversation. Some people are, they're like, not everybody, but the most nastiest people ever. Like, spirit is terrible. But it's not, that doesn't apply to everybody. And that wasn't even my point of saying this. What I was saying, my point in saying it was this. Sometimes we will be more concerned with how we look on the outside, and we don't take care of the inside. And I promise you, when you start from the inside, right, out, you become the most beautiful person ever. Like, you can't fake joy. You can't fake happiness. You can do it for a certain period of time, but all it's going to take is the right person to pluck you or pinch you or poke you, and it's all going to come out. You ever meet a person that's like really angry or mean or whatever, and they just round people and they just try to hold it together and just smile and they're just faking it? It's easier when it just flow naturally. So again, working on yourself one day at a time, you can get there. And I'm always talking about health and fitness because that's what I love to do. My thing is total transformation though. Work on your mind, work on your body, and work on your soul. When you work on all 3 of those together, you get to become the best version of yourself. So, all right. So with that being said, let me show y'all these results. I said this 4 times, but I'll be talking fast, right? Rashida's not on here telling me, slow down. I get excited, and this is how it go. And the moment I get off this thing, I'm going to take a shower and be dead sleep. But we have this 21-day challenge. It's called the We Do Transformation. You get an opportunity to win $1,000. If you just show up for yourself every day, whether you win the money or not, you're going to be a winner. If you're interested, you'll see my little slide come up in the middle where you could text best shape to my number, and now we'll have a conversation. But nonetheless, I'm going to share first. I don't share my pictures, but I'm going to share anyway. So this is our last 21-day challenge, and I'm really proud of myself. So let me come over here. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Technology. Where's my screen? There we go. All right. So this was our 21-day. Boop. All right. So play. Boom. Whoa. Okay. So you want to know what's so crazy about this, ladies? And this is when I talk to you about the scale. Yes, the scale have its service purpose, but I am 4 pounds heavier than what I was when I first started this daggone challenge. And I'm saying daggone because my goal is still weight loss, right? And when we have our coaches challenge and we gain weight week to week, we have to go into our Cash App or our bank account or our Zelle and we have to pay. So I'm like really excited about my pictures. That was one. So you can see like the midsection. Let me see. Boop. You can see the abs on the right hand side coming in, and this is what you get to do. Like if I was a scale person, I would be going freaking crazy right now because my scale was heavier than when we started in the 21 days. But clearly these pictures are phenomenal per me. So that's our side. Back, you can see like the back rolls. And I invite everybody to like look at your pictures. I celebrate everyone. It could be, so if you look at the top of my sports bra, like, dang, I can't. If you look like where my underarm is, right there, you see that fat is going away. That is a win. Oh, okay, I got excited. Hold up. So make sure my boop, boop. Side, got that. This was a 360, so we have to do a 360. We got to have a word. So it's the same with our clients too. So I'm gonna share my clients, and that was the front. So you can see them abs coming in right there. Yes. Okay. Boop. Not that way. So this is one of my clients' 21 day. So I covered her face, but look at the picture. 21 days, and guess what? She's not killing it in the gym. So you don't have to kill it in the gym. Just imagine, and she's in my current 21 day challenge, what her next 21 days is going to look like. But look at that. Progress is progress. But if you don't start, you will never reach your destination. So I'm super excited. So that's the client. That's your coach. And we are just getting started. So anybody that is under the sound of my voice and you want to join our next challenge, or maybe just want to work with me, some of you guys, when you do the challenge or participate in a challenge, you do not. I encourage you to take your pictures. If you don't want the world to see them, no problem. They don't have to see them. But I really encourage you to take your pictures because the pictures truly tell the story. Take it front, side, and back. And of course, we can hop on a scale. If you want an opportunity to win the $1,000 though, you got to take your pictures and we submit them to be judged. Because I'm a coach, I don't judge my clients' pictures. I can't. Other coaches do. But for $1,000, and you can participate for as little as $120. So we have different programs, but the cheapest is $120 for 21 days. And let me tell you what you get. We have an app. There's a whole workout on the app where you literally have a workout for 21 days. They're only 20 to 30 minutes long. So no excuses that, we have these goals, right? And then we have all these excuses of why we cannot achieve our goals. I promise you, like my prayer every day is, Lord, help me to be a solution finder for the people. So we have a solution for everything. We have meal guides every single month that are different. We have a cookbook. We have, of course, our online community where we're supporting you guys every day. I have my personal community for my clients. Like I like to clown with you guys. I really just love what I do. And I'm not here to just plug you into a challenge. I really love supporting my clients to reach their goals. One-on-one coaching with your girl and an opportunity to be a coach. So I got a couple of women that have phenomenal results and decided, you know what, I want to, I want to support my community and earn a couple extra dollars. So literally through this challenge, you can literally do that. So if you are interested, pull out your cell phone. I feel like an infomercial. Pull out your cell phone and text Best Shape is on the screen. It's BEST space shape to 301-327-2279 and bring a friend or two with you. And if you guys are local, I'm actually back in the gym training again. It's been amazing. I love being in the gym. I'm an early morning person. But yes, so if you heard something that you like and you want to talk to me, just shoot me a text message to the number and we can make it happen. So we're about to dive into our next 21 day challenge. It's for the coaches, but What are we in? Hold on. June, right? Jesus, we're in June already. We're in the middle of one now, but you don't have to wait to get started. If you want to get started, you can get started right now by texting me. And again, we can have a conversation. Let me find my screen back. I'm over here being tech savvy. So there we go. We're back. Okay. So thank y'all for listening. Just, as always, just be committed to becoming 1% better every day. Continue to show up for yourself. And those of you that have a word of prayer, just continue to pray for me that I continue to just step out on faith, live and reside outside of my comfort zone, because I have what the people need. I need the people, because this is something that I believe God created me to do. And I'm going to be the first partaker. So when you get me, you're going to get a leader that is leading by example. So with that being said, you guys have an amazing night, and we will be back here tomorrow for day number 13 of 90. Peace. Piece of hair grease, right? No, I need the ending. I'll figure it out, but nonetheless, good night. My mic, I was sing, but I'm not going to do it. Let me stop, because this is why I end up staying up so late, because I start playing. Okay.